By now, many of us have heard about the chilling incident that happened in Afasio, Edo State, involving a 16-year-old girl, a deadly pepper soup, and the untimely death of 5 young people. When I first heard about this story, I couldn't help but feel a little skeptical. It's one of those cases that quickly went viral on social media, with rumors and half-truths spreading like wildfire. In fact, it gave birth to different memes and skits by content creators. But I wanted to wait until I had a clearer picture of what really happened before I spoke on it. After all, social media doesn't always get things right. So did this young girl really do it? Was she the killer, or is there more to the story? Thankfully, the police have now released an official statement and the shocking details are out. So let's take a step back and understand how a breakup between 2 teenagers spiraled into this tragedy. 16-year-old Aisha Suleiman was in a romantic relationship with Emmanuel, a 19-year-old guy. But their relationship wasn't all roses. We know how teenage relationships can be complicated, and theirs was no different. In fact, Aisha had been vocal about her frustrations on social media, posting things like, "Relationship is overhyped, something that makes you overthink, feel insecure, cry every night, You get the vibe, right?" Clearly, she was hurting. These kinds of posts were clear signs that Aisha was not in a healthy emotional state. Yet, the relationship continued, with moments of love quickly turning toxic. Eventually, as is common in such relationships, they broke up. Emmanuel moved on quickly. He started dating another girl, Ada Samuel, and continued living his life. Meanwhile, Aisha, who wasn't as quick to heal, was left heartbroken. Then came the tragic day, October 26, 2024. That's when someone, or perhaps several people, decided to fabricate a deadly story. And oh, was it a story? According to the version that spread, Emmanuel was recovering from an accident, and Aisha decided to pay him a visit. She brought a special gift along, a hot, spicy bowl of pepper soup. Pepper soup is a kind of hot, spicy soup people usually prepare when someone is sick or recovering from an illness. It's like a comforting meal, and Aisha's intention seemed simple. "I'll take this meal to show I still care." But what Emmanuel didn't know was that this was no ordinary pepper soup. It was poisoned. On that fateful day, Aisha went to Emmanuel's house with the soup. Emmanuel wasn't alone that day. He had 3 friends over, and his new girlfriend was there too. And they all ate from the same bowl of soup. Within hours, all 5 of them were dead. Emmanuel, his girlfriend, and 3 of his friends all lost their lives. The whole community was in shock. A lot of people began pointing fingers at Aisha. They said she was the one who poisoned them. She was almost lynched by the angry crowd. Fortunately, the authorities intervened just in time, saving her from a brutal death. She was arrested, charged, and later her case went to court. Now, here's the twist. On the 31st of January 2025, after thorough investigations, it was revealed that the 5 young people did die from poisoning, but not food poisoning. It was carbon monoxide poisoning. The real cause of death was traced to inhaling toxic fumes from a generator in the building. Aisha, it turns out, was completely innocent. She had nothing to do with their deaths. She never cooked pepper soup for any of them, and she wasn't even there when it happened. She was far away in a different part of town. After being exonerated, Aisha shared her side of the story. She clarified that she had never prepared pepper soup for anyone. Instead, it was Emmanuel's best friend, Ezenna Japan, who posted her picture as wanted for the murders and promised to give 500,000 naira to whoever found her. So her friend saw the post, did a screenshot, and sent it to her. On her way to report it to the police, Ezenna and his gang blocked her on the road, wanting to lynch her. Imagine the confusion, the panic, and the wrongful accusations. How on earth did he even come to the conclusion she cooked the pepper soup? Did he see her bring any food? Honestly, he needs to be found and arrested, because this innocent young girl could have died wrongly, just like the Alu 4 in 2012, 4 young undergraduates who were lynched in Port Harcourt for allegedly stealing a laptop. To this day, I'm still traumatized by that case. I still haven't gotten over their pictures lying helplessly while the crowd threw tires on them and set them ablaze. I still have anxiety whenever that case crosses my mind. They were lynched despite being innocent. But unfortunately, they didn't get the chance to be saved. So, Aisha is honestly very lucky to have a second chance at life. Now Aisha's family have decided to press charges against Ezenna for defaming their daughter, and I think it's only fair. It's about time people face the consequences when they spread false narratives. This whole situation leaves us with a lot to think about. How far can we trust what we see on social media? How many times have we believed something without getting the full story? These sorts of wrongful accusations have led to the loss of innocent lives before. Please, let's be careful about how we spread stories just for views, likes, and followers. When this story came out, everyone was rushing to be the first to post it. What I believe in is, if I'm not sure about a case or I don't have the full story, I'd rather not cover it at all than share fake or fabricated stories. That's what this channel is all about. Honestly, I kind of feel upset when I see this happening. It can tarnish the trust we build with our viewers. Let me know how you feel when people share half-baked or cooked-up stories without knowing the full truth, so I know I'm not overreacting here. This case teaches us a lot about rushing to judgment and the importance of checking our facts before we act. It's easy to jump to conclusions, especially when emotions are involved, but sometimes the truth isn't as simple as it seems. Social media and rumors twist everything. In all this, let's not forget the real victims also, the 5 young people who lost their lives, a tragic outcome for something that could have been avoided. May their souls rest in perfect peace. So what's your opinion on the whole situation? Let's talk in the comment section. Have you heard of any cases you'd like me to cover? Drop them in the comments and I'll take a look. If you enjoyed this story, please kindly subscribe. We're all about uncovering truth here. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.